life, it affected her children's life, it's affecting her community. And yet, our criminal justice system isn't accepting that, or understanding, or being trained in these simple communication tools. So we also need bilingual individuals, because especially with juveniles, when they come in, they don't know the system, their parents don't know the system, and there's a fear of the system. So there should be translations of documents into Spanish, which there still isn't. There should be services that are culturally appropriate, and there still aren't. And we need to recruit people who are culturally competent as well as bilingual. These are very simple fixes to enhance the criminal justice system to work better. It's really difficult, if not impossible, to communicate with the youth and their parents right now, especially I know in what we call Mexican Town in Detroit, which is 99% Hispanic. When we have a case that comes out of there going in and being white and representing the system, I can't navigate at all. Even in bringing somebody in who can speak the language because of what I represent, and I represent the system, and right away I'm shut out. And so we have to start to address these things. All right, so the other thing that's in your handout is some social change ideas, and these aren't mine. These come from a variety of community organizations throughout Mexican Town in Michigan, which is part of Detroit, and also from various organizations in California. So I just compiled them together, and then I placed them into 3 different categories, and looking at what the community can do itself, what parents can do, Latino parents can do, and also what youth can do. I think we need to really start getting our youth engaged, because once they're engaged, that's a long-term solution for us because of their engagement. So I think I'm at the time where I need to take questions, because we probably have about 10 minutes. And my cell phone's dead, because that's my clock, and it died. So, yes?
What part of Detroit would be considered Mexican language speaks area?
If you go, are you familiar with the area well?
We're from Detroit.
Oh, all right. So, you know where the Ambassador Bridge is?
Oh, yeah.
And then if you go west of that along the Detroit River, so you're looking at about where 75 goes down to the bridge, all the way over to past Dix Highway. It's now spreading further. It used to go like up to about Dix, but now it's going past that. And then it goes to the river, and then it goes, let's see, because do you know where Webster Elementary is?
No, I don't.
24 and Verner?
No, yeah, I don't.
That's where my kids go to school. And that's, if you've been there recently?
Okay, I'll go there. My wife's from Cass Tech, I'm from Mom.
Cass Tech. Did you see the new one?
No, I haven't been there.
Oh, you got it. You and I talked about that before. The community is just being built up wonderfully. I'm trying to think of how far north it's going now. It just grows every year. I've been there for 20 years, and it's just amazing how the growth of it. And it's beautiful. It's large. I don't know what the population is or how many, or where we stack in terms of the United States. But I know it's a huge migration population, because come right about February, March, my daughter loses half her class. So it's just all of a sudden she goes from like 25 to 12 kids every year. So because they migrate, so they're going to migrate to various farms. The family just picks up and they're gone, and then they come back. They'll be back in September, and then they leave in February. So that's something that they're trying to grapple with too, is how to maintain a continued education for those children. They're very involved in the schools. There's no problem in involvement at all while they're there, but it's this consistency in the education for the children. Any other questions? So I think if I'm going to close with anything, it's the fact that there's 2 things. There's a cumulative effect, and that's important. Because once in the system, Especially once in, then you become, in the eye of law enforcement, you're kind of, you'll start to cycle. But we see disparities not only by race, but also by class, and also by gender. It's cumulative, but you always need to be cautious of statistics. This is a kind of a foundation, but you always need to question how things are defined whenever you look at it. You know, I can't pound that down as much as I can to my students. Question it, question it, question it, question it. What's the source? How is that defined? I think it's really important. We see that through the example I gave you today. Okay. No more questions?
I appreciate it because I did volunteer work in the Department of Corrections in the state Department of Corrections about 15 years in Michigan.
Yeah.
I left in 2000.
I was done with the DOC in '04. Yeah. So, do you know Dennis Schranz?
No, I used to, well, Martin, who was the head of State Department of Corrections, came to my Illinois. And like I said, I left about down.
What were you doing with them?
I was chair of the Michigan Department of Corrections Chaplain Advisory Council for 4 years. We advised the chaplains in the prison how to work with religious groups.
Great. Yeah, that's how we would get in on that because it was really difficult for us to get in and talk to them about leaving. So we would always go through the various prison ministries.
Right.
Yeah, that was always a great door
Yeah.
because they would see the sense in it, you know, and you have to get through the bureaucracy. Which that would be a whole week-long lecture about bureaucracy and how to deal with it to try to get programming in to the prisons.
So social reform and the police state situation is hard to understand. It is a police state, but then that's social.
And it is very much a military organization, so you really have to understand how to interact with a military organization.
That's when I said police state, I meant military.
Yeah, that's the hard part. And also, you know, the other thing that's very difficult is when you come in and you want to actually change that. And they very much have the I know best for this population. I was part of, Granholm did a task force for reentry in '03, and I was there as the representative for all female offenders because they, we need you because we don't have anybody talking about women. So I was brought on board with that. And to try to come in and do social change, she was trying very hard. I have to commend her for trying to really do something. But yeah, it was just a...
The governor before her, he was with the military.
Yeah, so there you go. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for attending, and I hope it was helpful. Where do you guys go next?